So this aquarium has had some very long-term ongoing issues with coral. It's got some very nice, healthy, happy fish in the aquarium, but the corals, no matter what, have just absolutely not thrived, even though huge amounts of effort have been taken to ensure that everything goes well. The tank has just never gone well. So what we're actually going to do is, number one, try and eradicate pest, because the water quality is always good. The lights are good. Obviously the lights are off at the moment, but because it's the evening. But at the end of the day, the corals should grow, providing they've got light, they've got water flow, they've got nutrients, and they've got good quality water. Now the tests always test out quite well, but there is a possibility that this aquarium has a contagious coral issue. It's a long shot, but it is possible. So that might be some little mites or something which are attacking the coral, some sort of little coral parasite. Or it could actually be some sort of bacteria which is going from one coral to the other, because there's been massive bacterial outbreaks within the coral. So what's going to happen from now on is any new corals that go into this aquarium are going to get dipped in Revive. So what Revive will do is kill off any potential pathogens that may be on new corals before they're put into the aquarium. Also, all of the corals in this aquarium are going to get dipped in Revive on a regular basis, and then we're going to start dosing the aquarium with hydrogen peroxide. So what the hydrogen peroxide will do is create a free oxygen radical, which should be totally compatible with any sort of negative bacterias and any little parasitic crustaceans. So we're going to do that for 6 weeks, and we're going to see whether that bounces this aquarium back. That'll also help to kill off all the cyanobacteria which has grown everywhere. So we can test a very low level of phosphate in the aquarium, but it's obviously enough to cause this cyanobacteria, and the peroxide is going to help with that. Then if we go for a couple of months and we're not seeing results after adding peroxide daily, and when we add the peroxide, we're actually going to put it in a syringe and spray it all over this algae and aptasia and anything else that's nasty in this tank, because the hydrogen peroxide should kill all that off. And then if that doesn't work, what we're actually going to do is exchange all of the live rock, because because it is not impossible, and I have come across aquariums in the past where I believe that maybe there's something inside one of the pieces of live rock. It might be a little chunk of nickel or a little chunk of copper or something else that I'm not going to pretend to know what it could be. Whatever this is does not affect fish, and it does affect coral. So we're going to replace the live rock, and in the hope of this tank coming to and thriving again, because I have had that before. I have had experiences where I've replaced a live rock in a tank not doing well, and then all of a sudden the tank's done really well. So we're going to try a hydrogen peroxide for a period of time. Then if that doesn't work, we're going to replace the live rock. And previous to that, pretty much everything has been tried. Every sort of phosphate remover, every sort of product has all been used. So now we're going to try and eradicate the possibility of this being a pest, whether it be bacterial or crustacean, or something wrong with the live rock. So if you put a little comment down the bottom and give us your thoughts and opinions, then that would be really great. But if all goes well, within a couple of months we'll have this tank back up and running and looking as beautiful as it deserves to be.